It's the third Celestines dev stream, and let's see, I'm continuing on from earlier today, and where we left off is I am having trouble indexing into array, which is very confusing. So what's happening? Well, once I start this up, I get a lot of errors saying cannot read properties of undefined reading 6 on line 52. Let's have a look at line 52. We'll have a look at line 52. We are trying to index into this array, and the most confusing thing is I am indexing into element 6, so the seventh array, seventh element of that array, and that's a problem. And after a few hours thinking about it, I still have no idea why. So let's see if we can get it cracked on this stream. So, if I don't know, let's turn on pause on exceptions, and let's fire it up, and it's going to throw an exception. The exception is cannot read properties of undefined, and it doesn't print the rest of the exception message. That's pretty annoying. Okay, well that really isn't that helpful, actually. Let's get a dump to the console. Cannot read properties of undefined reading 6. Actually, if we go here, then we can see that hello. A is 0.5. Why is that? A is 0.5. Well, that would seem to be kind of a problem now, wouldn't it? Okay. So, A is 0.5. Bigger. A 0.5, the row is 0, so we've got 8 mod this value, the tick is 1/2, so that's a half, right? Okay, so that's obviously a problem. I'm trying to do a modulo by a fractional value. Okay. Right, so the question is, what should that be doing? What should that be doing? Very mysterious, very mysterious. Let's break it down again. What I did in the last stream is I took out almost all of this. I took out almost the entire statement except for that, and it worked the same both ways, which indicates that there's some severe misunderstanding on my part as to how this is working. So that's obviously not right. I am dividing the tick count by 2 in order to get for this to increment at half the speed it otherwise would. But I have a feeling that's not quite right. What I actually want something divided by the cell size, don't I? I basically want it to... No, I want it modded by 8. Yeah, this is... Let's give this another go. Let's give this another go, shall we? Right, start from there. Okay. Start from there. Okay, no problem there. Turn off the break core. Wait, hang on. So there is a problem. There's a problem even with that, for some reason. Why is that? A is 16, B is 6. Okay, that would be a problem because that array is not big enough for that index. Alright. So this is canvas height divided by cell size. Oh, because this was obviously this was mod 8 before. Okay, so put mod 8 back. Okay, so now this should be fine. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. It's just doing that annoying jerky thing that I don't like. Okay. Yeah, most problematic. I could do something like I could do something like way overdraw this. I could like draw. I could always draw multiple copies of the grid. I don't really want to. I could draw multiple copies of the crosses, like way bigger than I needed to, and then sort of like slowly scroll that across. I guess I don't really want to do that. Maybe I'm going to have another go at intuitively working this out. I feel like I'm pretty close here. I feel like I'm pretty close to getting a proper intuitive understanding of what it is that I'm doing here. I'm just missing something. Yeah, what could it be? Sorry, just fiddling about with the stream in the other monitor there for a second. Okay. Intuitive solution. Seems reasonable. I came up with an intuitive solution to scroll the grid, the checkerboard, so I should be able to intuitively scroll the crosses, right? Right? It's only logical. Okay, so what we do, maybe I can simplify this by just like drawing 8 of, yeah, tell you what, let's do that. Let's draw just like 8 crosses, 8 by 8 grid of crosses rather than everything across the, maybe I can? In fact, no, that's not the hard part. Drawing just drawing 8 crosses by 8 crosses, that's not going to actually simplify this thing, really. Yeah, so, I mean, I may as well start from the point of view that I'm going to draw just enough crosses to enable coverage of the canvas, and then try and sort of work out how the iteration through the grid's going to occur, the iteration through the array is going to occur given that. Take the row, yeah. Also, I increased the size of this grid, and I don't actually know whether that was even worth trying to do, because I don't know whether I'm going to actually. I don't know whether I don't. I don't know whether I actually had the right idea with that. Let's just keep it this way for the time being. Okay. Still trying to identify an intuitive explanation for why it's resetting by a single division, a single position through the array. It's resetting by a single position through the array rather than 8. If I had an explanation for that, it would be easy, wouldn't it? I would just get it to reset by 8 positions rather than 1. The reason that it's resetting by 1 is... it's because this? Yeah, it's because it's doing mod cell size, which changes the draw position of the crosses what I so I'm probably making this too hard for myself. Actually, what I should do is yeah. Right, that's the reason why this doesn't make any sense to me, because I'm moving the grid of crosses by drawing them at a different location. So this changes where the whole grid of crosses appears, and this changes how we colour the crosses according to the colouring array. So really what would simplify this is if I tried to redraw entire 8x8 sections of the cross grid. Let's try that. I feel quite a bit better about that than what I was trying previously. Okay, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Right, that's simple enough. Now, what I want to do is I want to draw that multiple times. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. That's the tricky bit. I realise this doesn't make for a very interesting stream when I'm stuck with a problem which is probably only tricky to me alone, and I'm just going to have to sit here for a bit and risk getting a copyright strike for letting copyrighted music play on my channel without interruptions. But I guess that's just how it's gonna have to go for this bit. I hope it gets more interesting once I start tackling problems which are less tricky for me personally. Here's hoping. Anyway. Okay, yeah. Draw this multiple times. How are we going to do that? Yeah, we've got mod 8. We've got mod 8 here. What if I? Let's try moving this without redrawing it. How do I move these? How do I move this without redrawing it? Without resetting it. It's going to be without the mod, isn't it? So okay, right. Simple enough. If I get rid of the modulus operations, this grid will stop scrolling. Beautiful. And we're going to see the grid stop entering the screen. There you go. So that's great. That's great, and it's just going to slowly scroll off the screen. Now, what I want to do is I want to actually, weirdly enough, all I want to do is I just want to mod that slightly differently, don't I? Have I been a big silly Billy? Is that what I've done? Have I missed out this very obvious aspect of the problem? Do I just want to mod that by something much larger? Interesting. So that... Oh, right, oops. Oh, Everything's still moving. Oh, wait, hang on. So it's going to reset. That's going to get to about there, and then the crosses are going to start filling in from the top. I hope. Fingers crossed. No? Okay. Aha. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Did I make that too big? Let's. Okay. Dum. Ooh. Okay. So was that too fast? I couldn't tell whether that was actually correctly looping. I guess that's probably. Are any of these? I don't think I saw any of those change. So okay, that's right. I think. Now all I've got to do is draw this. I've got to draw this. I've got to draw this much higher and much wider. I've got to draw it higher by 8 crosses and further on the x-axis by 8 crosses, 4 crosses. I think. Okay, let's. Why have I made it -2? I think I copied that from the I copied that from there, didn't I? Okay, so what does. What does that look like? Okay. So it looks fine, just needs to go. We need 8 more that way. Ah, yes, and they're scrolling in from the top slower because the Y velocity of the entire animation is lower. We are on the verge of having a fully working background. I'm so excited. Right, let's see. That is so. All we need to do is bump that up a bit. That's fine. Apparently, this just needs to. Oh wait, no. Yes. Yep, that needs to be that. Yes. That's go. That's fine. Thank you. That. That's okay. Yep. So that's coming in from the top. That's good. And this is going to be that. And voila. Okay, good. Let's draw the rest of the canvas in. It's going to be, I believe that's right. There we go. Oh, well. Yeah, that took a bit of doing, but now that is now the background fully rendered. It's not going to do anything weird, is it? Crosses don't suddenly change colour, do they? Nothing suddenly stops rendering in the background, does it? Didn't miss anything, have I? Splendid. Splendid. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier. Now I can start thinking about stuff like how fast should that be moving. Is that about right? I suppose that's about right. I could do stuff like change the cross pattern. Got a couple of cross patterns. Got a couple of colour schemes. I did want to implement colour changing. Well, let's try that. Let's try that. That sounds kind of wacky, and I kind of feel like I want to do that. I'm going to implement colour changing. Now, let's see. Ooh, this is a good time to show off the little demo that I wrote, isn't it? Let's have a look at that. I put it here. Ooh. Ooh, nope, that's a JavaScript file. Don't want that. I want this. Okay, so cross pattern wave, color preset water, and turn on crosses. So now we can see where that came from. This is a little experimental little tool that I wrote just to play around with coloring, and you can fidget with the colors and sort of all this good stuff. Obviously, the color selection has to be fairly exact to get a good effect for the illusion. Obviously, if you change up all these colors, then this doesn't work at all as an illusion. This this is quite a bit more convincing. So you've got sand as well, also kind of cool. I kind of like the sand colours. That's wave. We also have radial, which was my attempt at making a kind of... Oh no, I was actually copying this from... Where is this? I copied this from somewhere else. I cannot claim to have invented the sand colour scheme or the radial pattern. That I completely copied. Oh, wave. Wave and water. I also completely copied from somewhere else. So yeah, I guess I'll play. I mean, these are pretty good effects. I mean, I'll play around with them if I feel like I want to make an original pattern at some point. But this is a perfectly fine pick. Yeah, fiddle with the cross size, because why not? Big cross, make a move. Make a move. What fun, what fun. Okay. But yeah, so there we go. Right, what I want to do is I want to implement dynamic colour shifting from watercolour to sand colour. That is going to be a heck of a lot easier than making it smoothly scroll across the background. I am fairly sure of that. I guess I'll give a radial pattern a try, but I'm more interested in colour shifting. So let's see, just going to shift from this colour to that colour. I have these colours as hue, saturation, luminosity parameter combinations. In, where is it? Oh, let's close all these, don't want these right now. Go away, go away, go away, go away. You must go away. You two must go away. You must also go away. This is delete that. I want. Oops. Oop. Yep. I got it. Okay, cool. So let's see. Dum. It's in here somewhere. Here we go. Right. This is water and this is sand. Right. So I have H, S, and L slider values for each of these color schemes. So let's see. Hues. So let's see. The slider 1 set. That is what is that? That is the light cross hue. This is the dark cross hue. This is the light checker hue, and this is the dark checker hue. So hues, saturation, and luminosity values. If we look in here, then we'll see that the colours for water are in here already. So, what I want to do is I want to implement a much like the colour shifting backgrounds and the colour shifting in the logo that we have at the moment. I'm going to implement colour variation according to sine function, so that it sort of strobes pleasingly between two sets of colours. So, what that means is replacing these with a colours making use of the tick count and sine functions. So that is not the hardest thing in the world. So these are the crosses. Okay, so this is the checkerboard, right? So this is going to be the check one color. Let's see if I can keep a halfway consistent variable naming scheme here. So is color 1. So this is going to be like check color 1. Check color 1. Yeah, okay, that's good. Check color 1 or check color 2. Excellent. And we are going to define those here. I'm going to move this somewhere that it doesn't get reinitialized every draw function invocation. So this is going to be check color 1. Yeah, let's split this up a bit. let's tackle that. Let's tackle that. So I'm going to want a colour which is varying between that. In fact, I'm going to copy these over. We're going to have check colour. Yeah, check colour 1 water. Yeah, let's call it that. Check colour 1 water. That is the water colour scheme. First check colour, and that is going to be. I'm going to have to make it hue water hue. Do I want to vary the saturation as well, and the I guess I will. It's I mean, I'm no graphics programmer. I'm no sort of. I don't know a lot about the physics of color or really anything. But I have a feeling that that's not going to look very good. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're gonna like. There's nothing to say that like oscillating between two color functions using a sine wave is going to look any good at all anyway. And so far it's been looking kind of interesting at least. So I guess I'm just gonna try it. So color 1 water hue is that. We're gonna want everything, aren't we? We're gonna want the sat. Let's call it sat and lum. Hue, sat, and lum. So that's hue, saturation 100, and luminance 74. Let's make things slightly easier here and just whack that out. Can I do this nice and efficiently? Probably not, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, so this is 241, 50, and 50 again. Then we're going to have cross color 1 and cross color 2 equivalents of all of these. Should I do? I'll do checks first, but I'll do crosses after. That's good. Okay. 186 cross color 1 would the saturation is 92. 50. Oh dear. Manual. So many opportunities for mistakes. I think that's right though. These values are all there, aren't they? Yep. Okay, copied everything. That's the water preset. Let's do sand. Put that there. This is all going to be sand now. Let's leave that way. Oh, my washing machine's beeping. I'm going to get that in just a second. This is probably easier. Okay, and get rid of these and these. Hue slide 1, 36, saturation 82. I'm going to make this a bit easier to read. And 74, 33. 94 and 53, 40, 185, 31, 134. Hooray! Okie dokie. That's all very good. Very good. Okay. I am going to. What I'm going to do? I am going to empty my washing machine. Just 1 second. Oh dear, the laundry basket is nowhere to be seen. That's a really big problem. That's a really big problem. I am just going to be another second. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Where was I? Colour shifting. Colour shifting. Right, how is this going to work? So the way this is going to work is we're going to have... We need HSL. Where is it? HSL, yes. Hue, saturation, luminance. We need an HSL string for each of the light square, the dark square, the light cross, and the dark cross. So, or check. So check or square. So this is going to have to be... I'm going to have to calculate each one independently and then assemble it together in a string. We're going to have check color 1 hue. Check color 1 hue. Let's make them separate for now. Hue sat and lum. And we are going to then combine that into var check color 1. And that is going to be a string that looks like this. HSL bracket, and we're going to add together a whole lot of strings. And it's going to be beautiful, it's going to be lovely, it's going to be wonderful, and it's just going to blow your mind. And I can't promise any of that. I wish I could, but it's going to be we're going to get there. I sure hope my incoherent babbling prevents me from getting a copyright strike. That would be a good thing if it did. Okay, right, let's see. That's right, isn't it? That looks about right. That looks like it will probably get us the right thing. So check color 1, that's good. And we're also going to calculate check color 2 in exactly the same way. Boom, very nice. Right, now I'm going to actually calculate what these are first before making check color 2. How are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? This is going to be check between this value and that value. So, how do I... There are going to be, like... There are sort of two components to this. There's going to be the use of math.syn, and we're also going to use this .tick count. How are we going to iterate between these? So let's see, I want... Yeah. Still thinking about the fact that a sine function isn't necessarily going to produce the best looking result, but I have a trick up my sleeve for that. Like, the problem with the sine function is that it hits the minimum and the maximum of its range only for like 1 tick. It does, like, it's a little less acute than, say, a triangle wave, which like increases and decreases linearly from the peak and the trough, but the sine wave is a bit smoother, but it's still not super smooth. But I have a trick up my sleeve for that, which I will reveal later. For the time being, let's just get the hue, saturation, and luminance values to vary according to a sine wave between the two extremes. What that's going to mean is we're going to take the lower value and we're going to add a fraction of the, or basically the product of a sine function and the higher value, or the higher value subtracted from the lower value. So we start with the lower value, which is this. Now, ideally, I'd have a generic. I could write a function. I could write a function which does this the right way round, and just arbitrary is happy with. If I write a function which is happy with having negative, it doesn't matter which of the two presets, which are the two colour sets, has the higher hue, saturation and luminance values. If I did that, it would let me do some cool stuff. It might enable some cool stuff. However, I'm going to avoid prematurely optimizing that because I've no idea whether this is going to look any good at all and is even worth iterating on. So, let's start with an MVP. Let's start with the simplest thing that works. Let's start with assuming that this is always going to be less than that. So, we're going to start with checks color 1 sand hue. Oh, check. Here we go. I've got this wrong as well, haven't I? These shouldn't be consts. This is gonna. It's gonna complain because these are like const has no meaning in the class scope. So forget that. So okay, we're going to take the sand hue. I'm going to take the sand hue, and we're going to add a product of math.sine of the let's see, the difference. It's going to be a fraction of the difference. It's going to be where's the rest of the things which matches that? Oh, it's totally wrong, of course. It is actually a class member, so we've got to remember to use this. There you go, it's now completely valid. Good. Okay, so do this, check, does that... It still doesn't know, unfortunately. That's kind of sad. Come on, Sublime. Okay, right. You've got the sand hue, and that is going to be, we're going to minus that. Okay, so water hue minus sand hue. So now this gives us a, yeah, this is wrong. This is wrong. This actually needs to be multiplied by this difference. This is going to be a function of this. That's right. So now that oscillates between 0 and 1. A little too quickly, probably. So I'm going to slow that down a bit. So this dot tick count divided by 10, or the sine of that, oscillates at a tenth of the speed of this dot tick count, and that is going to be a lot less frantic and epilepsy-inducing than it would be without that divisor. So that's going to be good. Okay, so that is just going to have to be multiplied by this. Okay, I think is right. And I think that is basically the formula that I want to use for basically everything here. The saturation is... the saturation does actually vary, so we're going to do that as well. Okay, and well, you know what? Let's just make it the same all round. Okay, so that is check colour 1. Let's see. I mean, this is going to the console's going to throw an error, but is it a error which indicates that I did things right or not? It's failed on line 44, which means yes, everything is so far at least compiling. That's nice. Okay, got rid of those, and let's do the same, but for 2. Buzzer Uncle, replace 1 with 2. Oh, except not that. Okay, good. Checks done. Let's have a look at it. Let's see. That's going to look weird and pretty terrible. And oh, I was wrong. It doesn't even work at all. Cell size is not defined. Oh, that's a problem. It totally is. Oh, except of course it is now a class property. Oh, dum-de-dum-de-dum. I hope that there isn't a significant performance penalty from doing lots of, like, class field accesses. Like 60 class field accesses a second. Oh, 60. Like 10,000 class field accesses a second. That couldn't be a problem. Possibly could it? Oh. What have we got? Okay. Wowzers trousers. That's quite a... I'm sorry. I said it wouldn't induce epilepsy, and I was completely wrong. Let's make that quite a bit slower. Let's make that a lot slower. 100 times slower, in fact. What do we got here? That is wacky. That's wacky. Well, okay, I mean, it compiles. It's doing roughly what I was expecting it to do. I don't think this is actually going to work for the illusion, unfortunately. Well, let's not count our chickens before they've hatched. Let's implement the hue shifting and the colour shifting for the crosses as well. What am I? How am I? Okay, so yeah, let's just. I think it's going to look exactly the same. Let's just park it in there. I mean, I'm going to basically take that and just replace check with cross. I think, and that will do what we need it to do. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. These are consts. These are never changed. Why did I make them vars? They don't need to be vars. How much of a difference does it make? I'm not really sure. I'm not a JavaScript programming expert. That's why I'm doing this coding, so as to learn me something. How are we doing here? Changey, and that's what I want. This is now going to... Oh, what? Hang on. No, that's fine. That's all set up properly. All I have to do is change these. Changey... cross. Okay, and it was that easy? Yes. Nice. That is... That... Ooh! It's not what I expected, but it's kind of... Wow! The illusion's kind of... I wasn't expecting the illusion to work, but it I gotta say, it kind of does. Okay, there we go, there's water. So, it comes down to water. Yeah, is it gonna... It's not stuck, is it? No, is it changing? I think it's changing. Yes, it's definitely getting greener. Yep, not stuck. That's wacky. That's definitely not what I expected, and that is wacky. I'm kind of... Wow! Okay. Hey, this is why I don't prematurely optimize stuff, because sometimes... Hello? It's doing a red-pink foot. Wow. Ha! That's... Wow. Hey, these are colour combinations that I'm seeing that are working together, and I've never... I never encountered... While doing the demo here, I never conceived of doing colour combinations like this. Wow. There you go, the power of the sine wave. Believe in the sine wave. just sine wave it. Just like scroll, just iterate through ranges with repeating functions and watch what comes out. Wow. It's kind of purpley this time. That's cool. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I think that's cool. Okay. Is there like something else I can do? Can I sort of mess with it a bit? Something that immediately sticks out to me is that now the logo completely does not match the background. It's like there is just no congruence between them at all, and now unfortunately the logo is kind of getting a bit hard to read as well because the background's too bright. Can I just darken the background a bit? I think, let's see, luminance. What if I just make it darker? And just make it darker. Is there anything I can like optimize here? I kind of feels like this is already about as simple as it's gonna get, to be honest. I'm doing like all this calculation completely necessary, simple, like, you know, I'm rendering too much of the grid, but like I don't feel like it's gonna... I could render a little... I could render a fewer crosses. I don't think I can actually render fewer checks of the... I can't render less of the checkboard. I can technically render fewer crosses, but not really enough to make a... I won't make it like a... It's far from an order of magnitude impact on the rendering time, so not really even worth it. Let's see, colour calculation. I think that's about as simple as the colour calculation is going to get as well. Chunky as this code is, I think that's about as... yeah. Okay. Can I just make the background darker? In theory, that should be as simple as just sort of slightly turning down the luminance values. It should be that simple. Should be that simple. Should be that simple. Do I want it less luminant? Maybe if I just turn down the saturation, maybe? I do have a basic... There is a basic problem here. There's a basic problem with like having a colourful foreground and a colourful background. They're gonna like... How is the human eye going to distinguish between two things which are a riot of colour? It's not an easy problem to solve. And I mean, I kind of like the background being that sort of, like, almost offensively colourful, really colourful. If I make it faster, is that easier to look at or harder? Man, I am completely spitballing here. I have no idea what I'm doing. No idea. I could just kind of fudge the numbers. I got a bunch of numbers here. I just sort of like came up with them. I fiddled around with the demo and came up with some numbers. I could just sort of fudge with them. Would that improve things at all? Hard to say. Yeah, and I can also kind of tell that. Yeah, there are some hues. So I mean, I'm iterating over this like according to the tick count, which is a linear iteration through the the sine wave. I'm just iterating through the color space using sine waves, and obviously obviously the parameters of the illusion which suit the illusion best are not necessarily going to align directly with simple sinusoidal movement through the color space. This is an improvement on just sort of iterating. So I'm iterating between two endpoint values, and I know that the endpoints are good. So that imposes a sort of lower bound on the quality of the illusion. I know that in at least two states, this background looks like a decent illusion because that's how I mocked it up in the demo. But the in-between states are all kind of indefinite. I mean, like this is all just sort of like, whoa. That is not very nice to look at, to be honest. It is just a menu screen. So, maybe I shouldn't get so stressed about it. On the other hand, menu screen, kind of an important screen, not an unimportant screen. I do like I like the purple. I know there's some colour combinations here that I like, and some of them which are just awful to look at. I don't know how to make there a little bit less of the awful to look at. If I make it faster, I mean, that's awful to look at. It's just there. Yep, still awful. Still awful. Still, that is just terrible. That is awful. That is just terrible. I've been looking at it for 10 seconds now. It's getting better, maybe. Nope, still bad. That's also bad. That's nice. Oh, maybe? Yeah, I don't know, still not that great. So that looks okay. Yep. Only sometimes good. I don't know, maybe that's good. Maybe that's kind of fine. Maybe these bits, I know that doesn't look too bad, where it's like just sort of equal luminosity mess. Could that be to do with a certain parameter? Should I fix the luminance for certain? Should I fix some of these parameters? I mean, I've got 6 values. I've got 12 values to play with here. Any of these I could fix to I could just I could pin to a fixed value, and it might help. I don't know. Maybe I'll kind of go with that. I don't know, even though I have gone with that, Okay. Okay, I'm kind of happy with that. The background does, it's now way less subtle. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to turn down the luminosity because I feel like I designed the foreground of the menu here with a much more subdued design, and it is not looking at all. That looks terrible. So let's just pull the luminance values down. How do you duplicate lines in Sublime? Control-Shift-D. Nice, okay. them. That's just half them. Half of 74 is, I don't even know what, 35 plus 2, which is 37. Done. 39. Ooh. Weird. Weird and weird. Wow. Kind of a different effect. Almost completely different effect. Not significant, not like really much darker, but okay, well, I guess this is darker. Still not really the background. Interesting though. Tell you what, I'm going to speed up the iteration just a little bit. Speed up the color change a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I mean it's going to look like whoa. It's a rave again. Ooh, striking. Striking. Yeah. Okay, not bad. Let's make it like just way darker though. Way darker. Let's I don't know. Let's make it like super dark. What's a quarter of 74? Oh boy, man! Don't make me do maths. I don't know how to do maths. I started programming because I can't do maths, man. Quarter of 74 is it's like less than 20. It's like 18 or something. That's good enough. Yeah. It's going to be 20. It's like 9. There's 8. Yeah. Okay, that's half of stock again. What have we got? Ooh. Oh no. Oh no, that's bad. I can see flickering grid lines. That's horrible. Okay. That's horrible. That is... I have an easy way to fix that. But that is, that's unfortunate. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's good. That's like appropriately dim. There's appropriately dim. I don't know if I really have. That's kind of lost the sort of visual illusion effect. Yeah, too dark. Too dark. Do I have to turn down the saturation as well? Should I? Okay, tell you what if I turn luminance back to half luminance, but halve the saturation? If I halve the saturation, it'll look a bit more. It'll just look more backgroundy, I reckon. So, but I mean, that seems like a safe bet. Certainly not going to look more of an eyesore, is it? There we go. Grid line's still a bit flickery. That's like. Yeah, That's the trouble. That has basically lost the... I suppose the illusion effect is still there to some extent, but... Okay. Let's not do it for the crosses, then. That's bright crosses or high saturation crosses. I don't like that. I do not like that. No, that's no good. Don't know what I was thinking. Okay. Where was I? Oh, blah. Let's draw it without the flickering as well. So it's flickering because there are teeny tiny gaps between the boxes, and I have a feeling I know what will fix that by drawing a line around each box. So right now I'm doing a fill rect. All I have to do is add to that a stroke rect, and that will fix the flickering. Ooh, that's ugly. Alright, yep, that's what I need to do. Right, so, okay. That's fixed the flickering, but now there are dark lines between the boxes rather than white ones. Weird. Why is it doing that? Why is there... Oh! Because this only sets the fill style and not the stroke style. Can you do this? Does JavaScript let you do multiple assignment like that? Yes, it does. That's pretty fun. Nice. Okay, so no more flicker. And the illusion actually looks pretty good like that. I think we're getting something. That's yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's at least kind of cool. I think that deserves a chocolate. I'm going to eat one. Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of what I was hoping. A few days ago, when I was thinking, okay, let's have color changing, moving, visual illusion background. Voila, there it is. It might look like a clown's vomit, but it is an implementation of what I was expecting to implement, so for that I'm grateful. Yeah, if only I could make it if only I could make it sort of dimmer, less, I don't know, add high quality mode. Is that better? I don't know, that's something, I guess. Oh, music stopped again. What have we got? Okay. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure what to think about that. It's not that good, is it? It's not that good. I was kind of expecting it to not be that good. That's why I had more than one. I had Spiral as well, but I don't know. Spiral is. I don't know, let's have another. Let's have a look at Spiral again. Spiral's nice. Not that one. This one. Oop, done it wrong. Done it wrong. Done it completely wrong. Whoops. big mistake. Dear. Okay. Right. Okay, yeah, let's open that up. And want some of that. Yeah, okay. Spiral. Whee! Yeah. Honestly, this is better looking and kind of makes more thematic sense in the context of the actual game. I mean, what is this like colourful background nonsense man? I mean, even don't know. Maybe I could just have multiple. Maybe just multiple backgrounds. I'm probably going to need them at some point. Maybe this could be like the victory screen or something. Yeah. I guess I'll probably use more than one. Yeah, no, I'll just keep it hanging around. Okay. Yeah, I guess let's stick with that for the time being. Okay. At which point it might actually even be time to get back to working on the actual game part of this supposed game, rather than just fudging around and just seeing the background patterns and stuff. Yeah, that could be an idea. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Could work on a new enemy. Just going to blow my nose, excuse me. Yeah, let's see. So, I was thinking of... Let's see, as we fire this up. So, I was thinking of an enemy which hovers above the ground. So far, I've only got grounded enemies, and that doesn't really take advantage of this sort of implied Z-axis thing that I've got going on here. But if I had flying enemies, then that would be sort of interesting. You could kind of you'd have to time your shots so that the shots intersected with something that was above the ground rather than directly on the ground. So that'd be an interesting challenge. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's worth doing. I also, at some point, I introduced this sort of flicker to the background, which is really off-putting. So I'd like to put an end to that if I possibly could. Okay. Yeah, that would be good times. Actually, is that happening in is that happening in low quality mode? It's not responding to me at all. Okay, that's unfortunate. I'm clicking and it's not doing anything. Okay, I see you. Failed to set the volume property on HTML media element. The provided double value is non-finite. Oh, I've supplied an infinite value to the volume property. And what? An infinite value? Okay. Oh, projectile. Ah. I know what's happened. This is trying to... I've changed something and I've forgotten to update it here. Where is it? Line 13 here. Sound volume. Oh. Really? This is right, isn't it? Sound volume. So there is sound volume. Oh, it's 0. Okay, that ought to work. Nope. Did not like that one bit. Why is that a problem? That's a valid value? Yes? No? What am I missing here? Oh, it wants to... Right, hell, that's weird. So that's the decimal value. Interesting. Did I not add... Does the sound volume slider not actually work? It doesn't. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, yeah, no. Put listener here. Okay, that's fine. That's... Yeah, that's fine. That's right now. No? Yes? Okay. So that is fine. It's not it's drawing the pattern. Okay. So we're in low quality mode now, and it is... it's not flickering... it is flickering the background. So... It's flickering the background... And that started happening once I put the score value up here. Yeah. So, simple... Well, okay, hold on. Let's confirm that. I want level1.js here. So turned off score rendering. Are you going to flicker? You do seem generally you're running faster now that I'm not doing that. Okay, yeah, no, it is the score rendering which is doing that. Okay, I'm going to comment that out for the time being. Okay, I'm fairly sure I know why. It's just rendering a moving gradient is really computationally intensive, and probably Chrome is just sort of barfing at some point at the ludicrous amount of memory that I'm telling it to allocate to do that. Probably, but whatever. I'll probably just get it. It's a stupid effect, obviously. I'm going to change that. I'm not going to actually have that stupid effect in the final game, probably. So, anyway, let's see. Flying enemy. Flying enemy. I feel like that would be a cool thing to add. Yeah. Oh, background still flickering. Dang. It's still doing that. That's kind of bad. Okay, well I can amend this comment anyway. Yes. Okay. I'm with it. Let me see. Level 1 begins with a tank coming out here. So, I am going to make a flying enemy come out here. That's how I'm going to test this. In fact, should I fudge with... Should I fudge with this to make it a little easier to test? What happens if... So we've got index.html here. So this loads a bunch of JavaScripts on page load with that at the end. That's not much help, is it? Where is level 1 actually started? I think that's actually started here. I should find a reference to it. Single player level select. That's the one. This loads single player level select, which in turn loads level 1. There we go. Level 1. So, if I've done all of this state handling correctly, it should be as simple as just bunging this level invocation code in on index.js, where the code, the script basically starts, and it should just work. It should just work. In fact, hang on. What happens in the level 1 constructor? Nothing at all. Okay. How is level 1 actually started? By calling current scene.start. Current scene is defined here. So I mean that should be, I see. Yeah. Oh. What happens if I do this? Breaks. Because stuff probably... Wait, hang on. Oh, no errors. Yeah, I did not do the state handling correctly, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, because I've just been sort of hacking it as I go along, and this is all a massive hack, so why would any of my functions do what they say they do? Answer, there is no reason. I'm going to do it a little bit more clumsily. Could it be that? Is that what it wants? Interesting. That is starting the scene again and again. Ooh. What if I... Okay, I don't want to confuse myself too much here. I am gonna... What if I just... Yeah, what if I did that? Just gonna indicate that as a totally temporary shim. Boom! Got the level starting. Okay, very nice. So I don't have to click my way through the menu to retest level 1. Okay! What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a flying enemy to the start of the level, and to begin with it's going to look like a tank. And I'm just going to change it up a bit. I've already got flying, so I've had this idea circle enemy. I think this was fabulous. This dot fabulous is fabulous. What is fabulous? I see. Fabulous is extremely colourful. Wait, Rickrolled MP3. Oh! Oh, this was from an extremely early iteration of the game. Oh, yeah, the circle enemy, when everything was a circle. Right, and you got Rickrolled if you if you lost. I remember. Ah, yes, fabulous. The fabulous mode was would just like flicker with like strobing Technicolor. Funny. Okay. I don't. This is like this won't work anymore. I'm pretty sure. Like if I look at. It's a small tank. Let me check. Let's see. Level 1. What does it do? Big tank. Big tank, slow tank. So these are big tanks, aren't they? Yeah. Okay. Purple, teal, and red tank. Purple tank is a big tank. So the big tank is what I've got as a sort of standard enemy right now, and the structure is completely different. So this thing, had an ID, an X and Y coordinate, a flag as to whether it should like give the user epilepsy, and a path which it should follow towards the a path it should follow on the screen. And this is the new prototype for an enemy. Right, so this is no good. In fact, I should probably just get rid of this entirely. So long. Oh, in fact, it's also, that reminds me, it's time for another commit. Let's commit what we've got so that if my computer crashes, I don't lose everything. Circle enemy. Sayonara. Okay. There we go. Right, what have we got? Okay, let's get rid of this guy. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of old circle enemy. And all of this stuff, which is so this is the new. Okay, so right, these are the. This is me commenting out the score rendering in level 1. These are the changes to the background. So this is the optical illusion background for the menu. Yep. Okay. Yeah, and this is the testing shim. Some of it's the testing shim. Okay. So let's add. What do I change in level 1? Mind like a sieve. Level 1 is it's the change to the render, the score rendering. So dum. Yep. Make double sure. Yep, score rendering. Okay, so okay. Let's look at start. That is the background rendering. Yeah. Okay. I'm also thinking that the previous background to the main menu is still present in the level select screen, so I'm just going to overwrite that and not worry about it. And if I want that code, I'll just copy it from the level select screen. Let's say this is the add optical illusion or wave. Add wave optical illusion background to main menu. Yeah, nice. Okay, index is just... Oh, okay, that's an actual bug fix. Funzo, okay, first, not completely commonly known git command of the day, git add-p. Git add-p, so yeah, I want to add that one. Why? But I don't want to add that one, which is a testing shim, so no thanks. Also, I've added a new line for some reason. Yeah, sure, that makes sense to do. Fix init bug. And test index.html, that is just... that's just me changing the demo type, so ignore that. Lovely. Okay. So that's stuff committed. Okay. I could keep cracking, or I could take a break. I kind of on the fence there. Kind of want to implement this enemy because it's way more interesting than working out these niggly little problems implementing the scrolling background. Way more interesting than that. But I could also kind of use the old brain boiler needs more coal shoveled into it. I need like calories or something. Yeah, let's go run with it. This is fun. Okay. Right, let's see. The circle enemy, that file no longer exists. Okay. I am going to copy the big tank, and this is going to be what sort of... I was thinking of some sort of flying saucer enemy. And to start with, I can just sort of like draw a circle, right? Yeah, sort of circle. Maybe sort of like, change it, like, goes, just like hovers up and down a teeny tiny bit. So yeah, sort of circle. I guess, yeah, let's just go with a static circle. Let's go with a static circle, and it's going to enter... It's going to enter at the bottom right of the screen. I wonder which is going to be harder to implement, the code for hovering it up and down a bit, or the code for getting the projectile to intersect with it in midair. Probably hovering up and down a bit, because intersecting it with it in midair is simply the case of using... Ooh, actually, maybe it isn't that simple. Yeah, it could be interesting. It could depend. It's going to depend on... it's probably going to... It's going to depend on what's in the projectile, isn't it? I think it is. Let's see. Z progress. I might be able to make use of that. Oh, let's see. X progress times projectile.airtime. That's how I did this. So Z progress, as far as I remember, is used here to... It's used to draw the projectile gets closer. Let's demonstrate. The projectile gets closer to the sort of bird's eye view camera. It gets larger as it reaches the apex of its parabola, and then gets smaller as it falls away from the apex to hit the ground. And also, I think the Z progress determines the size and darkness of the shadow that renders underneath. So that's all rendering. That's all a rendering nicety at the moment. But I wonder if I can use it to. Can I use it to hit a flying enemy? I think I might be able to, and I think I might be able to do it quite easily because it seems like I implemented. The hit mechanic here in the projectile update. So what this does, so if current X blah blah blah, what this does is, so this is a check to see whether it's reached its target, I think. Could be simpler, could be reasonably simple. Let's see, hit. Yeah. I can so I can check, I can add another check here. When the projectile has reached the height of flying enemies, if there are any flying enemy coordinates within range, hit. Nice. Shouldn't be too hard, he said. He said, tempting fate for the umpteenth time in the way that he loves to do. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be about as painless as pulling teeth. But anyway, let's try. Let's get it into the level first. Let's get into the level, and then honestly, I think unfortunately I need to take a break. So that's going to be it for this session. I'm just going to take Mr. What am I going to do? Flying enemy. What am I going to call it? Saucer. Let's call it saucer. Saucer. There we go. Okay. Ooh, yeah, okay. There's an awful lot of code. There's an awful lot of code in here. This is like, how long is this class? Yeah, this is all rendering like bits of tank. Yeah, let's make it a circle of diameter 50 pixels. All that can go. We're probably going to have weird stuff like flashing LEDs and like it's going to have rotating bits and whatever. I'm sure I'm going to get super creative with it, but for the time being, it's going to be a circle. I'm going to do... Okay, nice. Dead flash time, yeah. Yeah, I want that stuff. Dead flash and the hit tick limit? What is that? Hit tick. If this dot hit tick is greater than saucer dot hit tick limit. Ah, yes, right. What was I up to here? I remember what dead flash is. This is like... This governs how the enemy flashes once it's hit and destroyed. But the hit tick limit, if it's hit, then... if it's hit and... If the hit tick... Ah, yeah, this is a separate counter. The hit tick... The hit tick is... Weird. The hit tick... The hit tick is like after it's been hit. Once it's hit, then... Right, the hit tick is incremented. But once it hits the limit, then... Okay, but the hit tick limit is... 5? Oh! When it's hit, it flashes. That's it. Yeah? Like this. Flash, yeah, right, okay, it goes white. That's the hit tick. Okay. Okay then. Okay, yeah, I want that, obviously. Okay. Get rid of that. No tracks. We need the path. Body colour. I guess I want multicoloured sources as well. Yeah, let's hold on to that. Body colour, track colour. Let's get rid of that, I guess. Obviously no tracks on A. No tracks on a flying saucer, that's for sure. And no, yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, cool. I want to keep all of this stuff. Yep, that's very good, that's fine. We've got power up logic. Okay, yep, cool. Ooh, sources. Yeah, sources hovering menacingly, not advancing. All of this, yeah, I've got path stuff. Path stuff is perfectly fine. It's all fine. What is... okay, because these are... this is to track ticks. Yeah, excellent. Okay. Yeah, okay, so let's get rid of all this stuff relating to the tracks. Okay, I don't need a lead tick either. Path tick. Yeah, let's get rid of lead tick. I kind of feel like I probably do want leads eventually. Okay. Did I? Let's get rid of it for now. Get rid of the lead stuff. Nope. So dead tick. Yep, that's all good. That's all good. Tracks. Yep, get rid of that. perfect. Yeah, that's good. That's all good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's get rid of that. That's fine. Current action is it's all fine, it's just these that I need to get rid of. That's okay. Right, yep, that's good, that's cool. Yep, okay, that's all fine, stick with that. How much, if any, of this do I need? I don't need any of this, do I? Because I'm going to replace this by drawing a circle. Oh, that's so sad. I remember how I did this is how I did the rendering. So to draw the thing white, literally copy the code, copy and paste the code where you draw it in colour, except replace all of the colours with white. Truly, that's breathtaking code reuse. I deserve an award for that. That's for sure. That's not my proudest moment. Okay, but it was quick. It was quick and easy to do. That's my defense. Okay. What was the? Can I just? Where is the origin? Where's the draw origin of this thing? This.x. Yeah. Okay. So that's gone. Done. Get rid of that. Okay, nice. And to draw this, we're literally going to draw an arc. Let's see how do we do this guy. That. To draw a circle, you feed it that. Okay, there we go. Boom. Coding with a clipboard. These. Okay, nice. This is what are the parameters? X, Y, radius, start angle, end angle. X, Y, start angle, radius. Splendid. That is a hollow circle, so I'm going to fill that. The fill is going to be... We're going to fill and... fill, and we're going to stroke that. Fill and stroke it. It's almost euphemistic. I can't think. I'll think about what that euphemistically means during my break after this. Let's see. So, yeah, want to fit. Want to stroke it. Want to stroke it. And I'm going to set some stuff. The fill style is it a... It's... Beautiful. Okay, include that in the level. Level 1. And that's going to appear in wave 1, and I'm going to park it right up here. I also need to load that file in the index. So, circle enemy. That no longer exists. We have now instead saucer. Saucer, this is going to be an enemy with... ooh, that's an ID, isn't it? Could use an unused ID. 8. Okay, so this is enemy ID 8, it's a saucer, and it takes fewer parameters than a big tank. It takes only ID XY path, ID X, that's going to be, yeah, that's fine. I want it to appear further down, which is, in fact, it can hover over the building, so it doesn't have to be at a specific Y value. In fact, it could be at that Y value, because it can hover over the tanks as well. But, I'll tell you what, let's just put it at Y pixel 300. So it's going to be a path. Let's give it a, let's make it hover directly towards the player. Hover directly across the stage. Which path does that? I think very big tank just goes straight across the stage, doesn't it? That's the slow tank path. Yeah, let's go with the slow tank path. Slow tank path. That's the path, and then okay, this is the ID XY path. Body color. Is that actually used? That isn't actually used anymore, is it? Let's ditch that for the time being. I'm going to want that back. But let's just get rid of it for the time being. There we go, don't need that, don't need that. It's going to be hit points, 2 hit points. Let's make it 1 hit point, because it's going to be hard to hit. Projectile, power up. Do I want to make it producer? Let's make it producer power up, because why not? I need 2 power-ups just to check whether power-ups stack, given the way that I've coded the power-up system, which I haven't actually checked yet, I don't think. And the enemies array, which has gone. Okay, beautiful. If all has gone right and I didn't miss anything, a circle will appear here, and I missed something, so it isn't. ctext.fill style is not a method. I got it wrong. Yes, I got that completely wrong. I've done this as function implications, which is weird. My brain's breaking down. But I'm almost done here. Let's see. Okay, something's happening. It's whoop, 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 oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, dearie me. Okay. Objective completed. A circle has appeared and is floating ominously towards the left side of the screen. Perfect. Fantastic. That's going to be terrifying. I like it a lot. Okay, nice one. Well, to my one listener, I hope you've enjoyed this 2-hour almost stream. I'm going to be signing off, and I will be back with you before long, I'm sure. Until next time, sayonara.